With Steven Gerrard pretty much a no-go. Russell Martin somehow a go for Joe. Welcome back to the channel. David Ancelotti remains the favourite for the job, but I'm worried. The thumbnail paints the picture, folks, right? This guy is like a bad smell. He just will not go away. And honestly, see any optimism, any excitement for the 25-26 season, and see if Russell Martin lands this job, man. I will absolutely be bricking it. That's the God's honest truth. It'll be a depression session. It will be. Now, Gerrard, who was 8-11, even 6-4. The worst he went out to was 7-2 before today. Steven Gerrard is now out to 20-1. You've got guys like Sean Dyche ahead of him. Well, I'll say ahead of him. He's on 20-1. Raul Gonzalez Blanco, he's 20-1. Brian Prisk, 20-1. Marco Reus, 16-1. Francesco Varioli, 4-1. Russell Martin, 3-1. Russell Martin is second favourite. Oh, hell no. Honestly, folks, this is like meltdown mode here for me. If Russell Martin gets it, I'm not going to shy away. It doesn't matter who gets the job, right? You have to back them until you can't. But I feel like with Russell Martin, it's not going to work, right? I can't remember the last manager we brought in, and I felt this ain't going to work. Honestly, see with Clement, proven track record, thought he'd do it. Beale, there was question marks about Beale, but you know what? Here, he'd done it under Stevie Gerrard. Him and Gerrard, he's kind of like Gerrard the brains, even though I never believed he was solely just the brains behind it. But, you had a bit of faith. And before that, Gio, club legend, managed before, Rangers, Rangers man, he can do it. He can do it. But then, you get Gerrard as well. There was question marks around Gerrard, right? But I still feel like with Gerrard, when he took over, it was like big name. It was an unknown, but it was a good unknown. Before that, obviously, you've got the likes of Pedro, Murty. I never had faith in Murty, to be honest. As for Pedro Casinha, I think all faith went out the window once he stepped in a bush and we got beat against Progress Niederkorn. The less said about that, the better. But the fact is, it's been a while since we've had a guy get appointed, and there's been zero faith since day one. It can't be Russell Martin, man. Honestly, I logged into Twitter there and somebody posted like Russell Martin arriving in an airport. Now, it's old footage. I don't even know what airport it was, whether it was Glasgow or bloody whatever, right? It doesn't matter. And it said Russell Martin arrives in Glasgow, but obviously it was old footage. But for half a second, I fell to my knees, man. I'm like, no, it can't be Russell Martin. It has to be anybody other than Russell Martin. But let's just reiterate about Gerrard. Some more news is broke since the video earlier. So, Steven Gerrard will not return to Rangers as manager this summer and is no longer under consideration for the position. Gerrard held initial discussions with Rangers earlier in the process to appoint Philip Clement's successor as boss. So, yeah, sadly, if you wanted Gerrard, it is out the window. And on it, see that all roads lead to Ancelotti, right? I wasn't too keen on him. A couple of weeks ago, I kind of bashed him, saying, you either say yes to Rangers or you piss off, and then he's leaving us hanging. Turns out, since then, apparently we're leaving him hanging. Just massive question marks around what is actually happening with this football club. Fuck, just get somebody appointed that ain't Russell Martin, I think we will take it. Apparently we've held discussions with an ex-Ajax boss as his name enters the fray. Again, that's a guy that bottled a 9-point lead. By God, in a title fight. That's the last thing we need. Somebody to bottle a 9-point lead in a title fight. Jesus H. Christ, man. I just don't understand, right? Just do not understand why we're linked with a guy that was... honestly, do we really want a guy that, bottled a league title? PSV came back for 9 points behind and beat Ajax on the last day of the season because Ajax bottled it. No. Yeah, could you imagine us appoint a manager? Now, there's going to be some people out there, Manky Mob, well, saying that's good. Oh, here, that's as close as you'll get, 9 points ahead, then you bottle it. But we can't have that. That cannot happen. That guy needs to stay away from Ibrox. And as for Russell Martin, guy was a shite player. Don't like him. Shite manager. Hearing him speak on Monday Night Football after he gets sacked from Southampton, he came across as arrogant and pig-headed, as if like managing was easy, despite the fact that Southampton were well and truly on their way to the lowest points total ever under him in the Premier League. Now, obviously, they eclipsed Derby's total in the 07-08 season, but yeah. To reiterate, I'm worried, I'm petrified, and I do genuinely believe if Russell Martin is appointed Rangers manager, we are snookered. I mean, we need to give somebody. Yesterday we're talking about Luka Modric and David Angelotti and Gerrard. It's all intriguing. Today, Gerrard pulls out. Luka Modric, someone's poured water over those flames, and now Russell Martin is his second favourite, 3-1. 3-1 is a lot closer than I'm comfortable with for Russell Martin to get this job. It can't happen. Hopefully it won't happen. But by God, if it does, I'll be there. And I can't be the only one. Russell Martin's a blocking appointment. I have not... honestly, since February, I have not seen one person say anything positive in regards to this guy becoming Rangers manager. And that tells you all you need to know. There was there was thousands of people, man, making the claim for Barry, right? And we've seen how the Barry, run ended up not too good. Not one person for Russell Martin. And that, the silence speaks volumes.